Assalamu alaikum. Please mute your lines. Prepare your hearts and minds for prayer. Attention, prayer.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah. Ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah. Hayya ala salat. Hayya ala salat. Hayya ala falah. Hayya ala falah. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. La ilaha illallah. قل أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين.
I mean. All praise is due to Allah. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. I thank Allah for His coming and intervention in our affairs in the person of Master Fard Muhammad, to whom praise is due forever. I thank him for the eternal leader of the nation of Islam, the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. I thank the both of them for the modern-day Jesus in our midst, our divine guide, our divine warner, and a divine mercy among us, the final call, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. I greet you in the greeting words of peace and paradise in our original language of Arabic. Assalamu alaikum and welcome to the Holy Qur'an 30 and 30 Qur'ānic Read and Podcast. I am Sister Regina, and I am truly grateful for this divinely guided journey through the Holy Qur'an. Today, from installment number 37, we will be reading part 12. Part 12 begins with Surah 11, Ayat 6, and goes all the way through to Surah 12, Ayat 52. Once again, today from installment number 37, we'll be reading part 12. Part 12 begins with Surah 11, Ayat 6, and goes all the way through to Surah 12, Ayat 52. Our sister Natalie will begin our read. Assalamu alaikum. Bismillah.
Walaikum salam. Part 12, Surah 11, Hud. Section 1, a warning, Ayats 6 through 8. And there is no animal in the earth, but on Allah is the sustenance of it, and He knows its resting place and its depository. All is in a clear record. And He it is who created the heavens and the earth in 6 periods, and His throne of power is ever on water, that He might manifest the good qualities in you. Whoever of you is best in deeds. And if thou sayest, you shall surely be raised up after death, those who disbelieve say, this is nothing but clear deceit. And if we delay for them the chastisement for a stated period, they will certainly say, what prevents it? Now surely on the day when it will come to them, it will not be averted from them, and that which they scoffed at will beset them.
Part 12, Surah 11, Hud, Section 2, Truth of Revelation, Ayats 9 through 24. And if we make man taste mercy from us, and withdraw it from him, he is surely despairing, ungrateful. And if we make him taste a favor after distress has afflicted him, he says, the evils are gone away from me. Certainly he is exultant, boastful. Except those who are patient and do good, for them is forgiveness and a great reward. Then may it be that thou wilt give up part of what is revealed to thee, and thy breast will be straightened by it. Because they say, why has not a treasure been sent down for him, or an angel come with him? Thou art only a warner, and Allah is in charge of all things. Or say they, He has forged it. Say, then bring 10 forged chapters like it, and call upon whom you can besides Allah, if you are truthful. But if they answer you not, then know that it is revealed by Allah's knowledge, and that there is no God but He. Will you then submit? Whoever desires this world's life and its finery, we repay them their deeds therein, and they are not made to suffer loss in it. These are they for whom there is nothing but fire in the hereafter, and what they work therein is fruitless, and their deeds are vain. Is he then like these who has with him clear proof from his Lord, and a witness from him recites it, and before it is the book of Moses, a guide and a mercy? These believe in it, and whoever of the parties disbelieve in it, the fire is his promised place. So be not in doubt about it. Surely it is the truth from thy Lord, but most men believe not. And whom is more unjust than he who forges a lie against Allah, then will be brought before their Lord, and the witnesses will say, these are they who lied against their Lord. Now surely the curse of Allah is on the wrongdoers, who hinder men from the path of Allah and desire to make it crooked, and they are disbelievers in the hereafter. These will not escape in the earth, nor have they guardians besides Allah. The chastisement will be doubled for them, and they could not bear to hear, and they did not see. These are they who have lost their souls, and that which they forged is gone from them. Truly in the hereafter they are the great losers. Surely those who believe and do good and humble themselves before their Lord, these are the owners of the gardens, therein they will abide. The likeness of the two parties is as the blind and deaf, and the seer and the hearer. And are they equal in condition? Will you not then mind?
Part 12, Surah 11, Hud, Section 3, History of Noah, Ayats 25 through 35. And certainly we sent Noah to his people. Surely I am a plain warner to you, to serve none but Allah. Verily I fear for you the chastisement of a painful day. But the chiefs of his people who disbelieved said, We see thee not but a mortal like us, and we see not that any follow thee, but those who are the meanest of us at first thought. Nor do we see in you any superiority over us. Nay, we deem you liars. He said, O my people, see you if I have with me clear proof from my Lord, and he has granted me mercy from himself, and it has been made obscure to you. Can we compel you to accept it while you are averse to it? And, O my people, I ask you not for wealth in return for it. My reward is only with Allah, and I am not going to drive away those who believe. Surely they will meet their Lord, but I see you a people who are ignorant. And, O my people, who will help me against Allah if I drive them away? Will you not then mind? And I say not to you that I have the treasures of Allah, and I know not the unseen, nor do I say that I am an angel, nor do I say about those whom your eyes scorn, that Allah will not grant them any good. Allah knows best what is in their souls, for then indeed I should be of the wrongdoers. They said, O Noah, indeed thou hast disputed with us, and prolonged dispute with us. So bring upon us that which thou threatenest with, if thou art truthful. He said, Only Allah will bring it on you, if he please, and you will not escape. And my advice will not profit you, if I intend to give you good advice. If Allah intends to destroy you, he is your Lord, and to him you will be brought back. Or they say, He has forged it. Say, if I have forged it, on me is my guilt, and I am free of that which you are guilty.
Part 12, Surah 11, Hud, Section 4, History of Noah, Ayats 36 through 49. And it was revealed to Noah, none of thy people will believe, except those who have already believed. So grieve not at what they do, and make the ark under our eyes and our revelation, and speak not to me on behalf of those who are unjust. Surely they will be drowned. And he began to make the ark, and whenever the chiefs of his people passed by, they laughed at him. He said, If you laugh at us, surely we too laugh at you as you laugh at us. So you shall know who it is on whom a chastisement So you shall know who it is on whom will come a chastisement which will disgrace him, and on whom a lasting chastisement will fall. At length, when our command came, and water gushed forth from the valley, we said, Carry in it two of all things a pair, and thine own family, except those against whom the word has already gone forth, and those who believe. And there believe not with him but a few. And he said, embark in it, in the name of Allah be its sailing and its anchoring. Surely my Lord is forgiving, merciful. And it moved on with them amidst waves like mountains. And Noah called out to his son, and he was aloof. O my son, embark with us, and be not with the disbelievers. He said, I will betake myself for refuge to a mountain that will save me from the water. He said, there is none safe today from Allah's command, but he on whom he has mercy. And a wave intervened between them, so he was among the drowned. And it was said, O earth, swallow thy water, and O cloud, clear away. And the water was made to abate, and the affair was decided, and it rested on the Judi. And it was said, away with the iniquitous people. And Noah cried to his Lord and said, my Lord, surely my son is of my family, and thy promise is true, and thou art the justice of the judges. He said, O Noah, he is not of thy family. He is an embodiment of unrighteous conduct. So ask not of me that of which thou hast no knowledge. I admonish thee, lest thou be of the ignorant. He said, my Lord, I seek refuge in thee from asking of thee that of which I have no knowledge. And unless thou forgive me and have mercy on me, I shall be of the losers. It was said, O Noah, descend with peace from us and blessings on thee and on nations springing from those with thee. And there are nations whom we afford provisions, then a painful punishment from us afflicts them. These are announcements relating to the unseen, which we reveal to thee. Thou didst not know them, neither thou nor thy people before this. So be patient. Surely the good end is for the dutiful.
Part 12, Surah 11, Hud, Section 5, History of Hud, Ayat 50 through 60. And to Ad we sent their brother Hud. He said, O my people, serve Allah. You have no God save him. You are only fabricators. O my people, I ask of you no reward of it. My reward is only with him who created me. Do you not then understand? And O my people, ask forgiveness of your Lord, then turn to him. He will send you clouds pouring down abundance of rain, and add strength to your strength, and turn not back guilty. They said, O Hud, thou hast brought us no clear argument, and we are not going to desert our gods for thy word. We are not believers in thee. We say, naught but that some of our gods have smitten thee with evil. He said, surely I call Allah to witness, and do you too bear witness, that I am innocent of what you associate with Allah, besides him. So scheme against me altogether, then give me no respite. Surely I put my trust in Allah, my Lord, and your Lord. There is no living creature that he grabs it by its forelock. SubhanAllah. Surely I put my trust in Allah, my Lord, and your Lord. There is no living creature, but he grasps it by its forelock. Surely my Lord is on the right path. But if you turn away, then indeed I have delivered you to that which I am sent to you. And my Lord will bring another people in your place, and you cannot do him any harm. Surely my Lord is a preserver of all things. And when our commandment came to pass, we delivered Hud and those who believed with him with mercy from us, and we delivered them from a hard chastisement. And such were odds. They denied the message of their Lord and disobeyed his messengers and followed the bidding of every insolent opposer of truth. And they were overtaken by a curse in this world and on the day of resurrection. Now surely Ad disbelieve in their Lord. Now surely away with Ad and the people of Hud.
Part 12, Surah 11, Hud, Section 6. History of Salih, Ayat 61 through 68. And to Thamud we sent their brother Salih. He said, O my people, serve Allah. You have no God other than him. He brought you forth from the earth and made you dwell in him. So ask forgiveness of him, then turn to him. Surely my Lord is nigh, answering. They said, O Salih, thou wast among us a center of our hopes before this. Dost thou forbid us to worship what our fathers worshipped? And surely we are in grave doubt about that to which thou callest us. He said, O my people, see you, if I have clear proof from my Lord, and he has granted me mercy from himself, who will then help me against Allah if I disobey him? So you would add to me naught but perdition. And O my people, this is Allah's she-camel, a sign for you. So leave her to pasture on Allah's earth, and touch her not with evil, lest a near chastisement overtake you. But they hamstrung her. So he said, enjoy yourselves in your houses for 3 days. That is a promise not to be belied. So when our commandment came to pass, we saved Salah and those who believed with him by mercy from us, from the disgrace of that day. Surely thy Lord, he is the strong, the mighty. And the cry overtook those who did wrong, so they were motionless bodies in their abodes, as though they had never dwelt therein. Now surely Thamud disbelieved in their Lord, so away with Thamud.
Part 12, Surah 11, Hud, Section 7, Abraham and Lut, Ayats 69 through 83. And certainly our messengers came to Abraham with good news. They said, peace, peace. He said he, subhanallah. And he made no delay in bringing a roasted calf. But when he saw that their hands reached not to it, he mistrusted them and conceived fear of them. They said, fear not, we have been sent to Lut's people. And his wife was standing by, so she wondered. Then we gave her the good news of Isaac, and beyond Isaac of Jacob. She said, O wonder, shall I bear a son when I am an extremely old woman, and this my husband an extremely old man? This is a wonderful thing indeed. They said, wonderest thou at Allah's commandment? The mercy of Allah and his blessings on you, O people of the house. Surely he is praised, glorious. So when fear departed from Abraham and good news came to him, he began to plead with us for Lut's people. Surely Abraham was forbearing, tender-hearted, oft returning to Allah. O Abraham, cease from this. Surely the decree of thy Lord has gone forth, and there must come to them a chastisement that cannot be averted. And when our messengers came to Lut, he was grieved for them, and he was unable to protect them, and said, This is a distressful day. And his people came to him, as if driven on toward him, and they were used to doing of evil deeds before. He said, O my people, these are my daughters. They are pure for you. So guard against the punishment of Allah, and disgrace me not about my guests. Is there not among you any right-minded man? They said, Certainly thou knowest that we have no claim on thy daughters, and thou knowest what we desire. He said, Would that I had the power to repel you. Rather, I shall have recourse to a strong support. They said, O Lut, we are the messengers of thy Lord. They shall not reach thee. So travel with thy people for a part of the night, and let not, subhanallah, and let none of you turn back, except thy wife. Surely whatsoever befalls them shall befall her. Surely their appointed time is the morning. Is not the morning nigh? So when our decree came to pass, we turned them upside down and rained on them stones as decreed, one after another, marked for punishment with thy Lord. And it was not far off from the wrongdoers.
Part 12, Surah 11, Hud, Section 8, History of Shu'aib, Ayats 84 through 95. And to Midian we sent their brother Shu'aib. He said, O my people, serve Allah. You have no other God save him. And give not short measure and weight. I see you in prosperity, and I fear for you the chastisement of an all-encompassing day. And, O my people, give full measure and weight justly, and defraud not men of their things, and act not corruptly in the land, making mischief. What remains with Allah is better for you if you are believers, and I am not a keeper over you. They said, O Shu'aib, does thy prayer enjoin thee that we should forsake what our fathers worshipped, or that we should not do what we please with regard to our property? Forsooth thou art the forbearing, the right directing one. He said, O my people, see you if I have a clear proof from my Lord, and he has given me a goodly sustenance from himself, and I desire not to act in opposition to you in that which I forbid you. I desire nothing but reform so far as I am able, and with none but Allah is the direction of my affair to a right issue. In him I trust, and to him I turn. And, O my people, let not opposition to me make you guilty, so that there may befall you the like of that which befell the people of Noah, or the people of Hud, or the people of Salih, or the people of Lot, far off from you. And ask forgiveness of your Lord, then turn to him. Surely my Lord is merciful, loving, kind. They said, O Shu'aib, we understand not much of what thou sayest, and surely we see thee to be weak among us. And were it not for thy family, we would surely stone thee, and thou art not mighty against us. He said, O my people, is my family more esteemed by you than Allah? And you neglect him as a thing cast behind your backs. Surely my Lord encompasses what you do. And, O my people, act according to your ability. I too am acting. You will come to know soon who it is on whom will light the punishment that will disgrace him, and who it is that is a liar. And watch, surely I too am watching with you. And when our decree came to pass, we delivered Shuaib and those who believed with him by mercy from us. And the cry overtook those who were iniquitous, so they were motionless bodies in their abodes, as though they had never dealt in them. So away with Midian, just as Thamud perished.
Part 12, Surah 11, Hud, Section 9, The Iniquitous and the Righteous, Ayat 96 through 109. And certainly we sent Moses with our signs and the clear authority to Pharaoh and his chiefs, but they followed the bidding of Pharaoh, and Pharaoh's bidding was not right directly. He will lead his people on the day of resurrection and bring them down to the fire, and evil the place to which they are brought. And they are overtaken by a curse in this world. And on the day of resurrection, evil the gift which shall be given. This is an account of the towns which we relate to thee. Of them are some that stand and others mown down. And we wrong them not, but they wrong themselves, and their gods, whom they called upon besides Allah, availed them naught, when the decree of thy Lord came to pass, and they added to them naught but ruin. And such is the punishment of thy Lord, when he punishes the towns while they are iniquitous. Surely his punishment is painful, severe. Surely there is a sign in this for him who fears the chastisement of the hereafter. That is a day on which people will be gathered together, and that is a day to be witnessed. And we delay it not, but for an appointed term. On a day when it comes, no soul will speak except by his permission. So some of them will be unhappy, and others happy. Then as for those who are unhappy, they will be in the fire. For them therein will be sighing and groaning, abiding therein so long as the heavens and the earth endure, except as thy Lord please. Surely thy Lord is doer of what he intends. And as for those who are made happy, they will be in the garden, abiding therein so long as the heavens and the earth endure, except as thy Lord please, a gift never to be cut off. So be not thou in doubt as to that which these worship. They worship only as their fathers worshipped before, and surely we shall pay them in full their due undiminished.
Part 12, Surah 11, Hud, Section 10, Believers Comforted, Ayat 110 through 123. And certainly we gave the book to Moses, but differences arose therein. And had not a word gone forth from my Lord, the matter would have been decided between them. And they are certainly in a disquieting doubt about it. And thy Lord will surely pay back all their deeds in full. And thy Lord will surely pay back to all their deeds in full. He indeed is aware of what they do. Continue in the right way as thou art commanded, and also should those who turn to Allah with thee. And be not inordinate, O men. Surely He is seer of what you do. And incline not to those who do wrong, lest the fire touch you, and you have no protectors besides Allah. Then you would not be helped. And keep up prayer at the two ends of the day and in the first hours of the night. Surely good deeds take away evil deeds. This is a reminder for the mindful. And be patient, for surely Allah waits at the reward of the doers of good. Why were there not then among generations before you those possessing understanding, forbidding mischief in the earth, except a few among them who we delivered? And the unjust pursued the enjoyment of plenty, and they were guilty. And thy Lord would not destroy the towns unjustly, while their people acted well. And if thy Lord had pleased, He would have made people a single nation, and they ceased not to differ, except those on whom thy Lord has mercy. And for this did He create them. And the word of thy Lord is fulfilled. And I should fill hell with the jinn and men altogether. And all we relate to thee of the account of the messengers is to strengthen thy heart therewith. And in this has come to thee the truth and the admonition, and a reminder for the believers. And to those who believe, and to those who believe not, act according to your power. Surely we too are acting. And wait, surely we are waiting also. And Allah's is the unseen, in the heavens and the earth, and to Him the whole affair we returned. So serve Him, and put thy trust in Him, and thy Lord is not heedless of what you do.
Part 12, Surah 12, Joseph, Section 1, Joseph's Vision, Ayats 1 through 6. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. I, Allah, am the Seer. These are the verses of the book that makes manifest. Surely we have revealed it, an Arabic Qur'an, that you may understand. We narrate to thee the best of narratives, in that we have revealed to thee this Qur'an, though before this thou wast of those unaware. When Joseph said to his father, O my father, I saw 11 stars, and the sun and the moon. I saw them making obeisance to me. He said, O my son, relate not thy dream to thy brethren, lest they devise a plan against thee. The devil, indeed, is an open enemy to man. And thus will thy Lord choose thee, and teach thee the interpretation of sayings, and make His favor complete to thee and to the children of Jacob, as He made it complete before to thy fathers, Abraham and Isaac. Surely thy Lord is knowing, wise.
Part 12, Surah 12, Joseph. Section 2, Plot against Joseph by his brothers. Ayat 7 through 20. Verily, in Joseph and his brethren there are signs for the inquirers. When they said, Certainly Joseph and his brother are dearer to our father than we, though we are a strong company, surely our father is in manifest error. Slay Joseph or banish him to some other land, so that your Father's regard may be exclusively for you, and after that you may be a righteous people. A speaker among them said, "Slay not Joseph, but if you are going to do anything, cast him down to the bottom of the well. Some of the travelers may pick him up." They said, "O our father, why dost thou not trust us with Joseph? And surely we are his sincere well-wishers. Send him with us tomorrow, that he may enjoy himself and play, and we shall surely guard him well." He said, "Indeed, it grieves me that you should take him away, and I fear lest the wolves devour him while you are heedless of him." They said, "If the wolves should devour him while we are a strong company, we should then certainly be losers." So when they took him away and agreed to put him down at the bottom of the pit, we revealed to him, "Thou wilt certainly inform them of this affair of theirs while they perceive not." And they came to their father at nightfall, weeping. They said, "O our father, we went off racing one with another, and left Joseph by our goods. So the wolf devoured him, and thou wilt not believe us, though we are truthful." And they came with false blood on his shirt. He said, "Nay, your souls have made a matter light for you. So patience is goodly, and Allah is he whose help is sought against what you describe." And there came travelers, and they sent their water drawer, and he let down his bucket. He said, "Oh, good news! This is a youth." And they concealed him as an article of merchandise, and Allah was cognizant of what they did. And they sold him for a small price, a few pieces of silver, and they showed no desire for him.
Part 12, Surah 12, Joseph, Section 3, Joseph's firmness under temptation. Ayats 21 through 29.
And the Egyptian who bought him said to his wife, "Make his stay honorable. Maybe he will be useful to us, or we may adopt him as a son. And thus we established Joseph in the land, and that we might teach him the interpretation of sayings. And Allah has full control over his affairs, but most people know not. And when he attained his maturity, we gave him wisdom and knowledge, and thus do we reward the doers of good. And she, in whose house he was, sought to seduce him, and made fast the doors, and said, 'Come.' He said, 'Allah forbid. Surely my Lord made good my abode. The wrongdoers never prosper.' And certainly she desired him, and he would have desired her, were it not that he had seen the manifest evidence of his Lord. Thus it was that we might turn away from him evil and indecency. Surely he was one of our chosen servants." And they raced with one another to the door, and she rent his shirt from behind, and they met her husband at the door. She said, "What is the punishment for one who intends evil to thy wife, except imprisonment or a painful chastisement?" He said, "She sought to seduce me, and a witness of her own family bore witness. If his shirt is rent in front, she speaks the truth, and he is of the liars. And if his shirt is rent behind, she tells a lie, and he is of the truthful." So when he saw his shirt rent behind, he said, "Surely it is a device of you women. Your device is indeed great." O Joseph, turn aside from this, and, O my wife, ask forgiveness for thy sin. Surely thou art one of the sinful.
Part 12, Surah 12, Joseph is imprisoned. Section 4. Subhanallah. Part 12, Surah 12, Joseph. Section 4, Joseph is imprisoned. Ayats 30 through 35. And women in the city said, the chief's wife seeks to seduce her slave. He has indeed affected her deeply with his love. Truly, we see her in manifest error. So when she heard of their device, she sent for them and prepared for them a repast, and gave each of them a knife, and said to Joseph, come out to them. So when they saw him, they deemed him great, and cut their hands in amazement, and said, Holy Allah! This is not a mortal, this is but a noble angel. She said, this is he about whom you blamed me, and certainly I sought to seduce him, but he was firm in continence. And if he do not what I bid him, he shall certainly be imprisoned, and he shall certainly be of the abject. He said, my Lord, the prison is dearer to me than that to which they invite me. And if thou turn not away their device from me, I shall yearn towards them and be of the ignorant. So his Lord accepted his prayer and turned away their device from him. Surely he is the hearer, the knower. Then it occurred to them after they had seen the signs that they should imprison him till a time.
Subhanallah. Part 12, Surah 12, Joseph. Section 5, Joseph's preaching in the prison. Ayats 36 through 42. And 2 youths entered the prison with him. One of them said, I saw myself pressing wine. And the other said, I saw myself carrying bread on my head, of which birds were eating. Inform us of its interpretation. Surely we see thee to be of the doers of good. He said, the food with which you are fed shall not come to you, but I shall inform you of its interpretation before it comes to you. This is of what my Lord has taught me. Surely I have forsaken the religion of a people who believe not in Allah and are deniers of the hereafter. And I follow the religion of my fathers, Abraham and Jacob, subhanallah, Abraham and Isaac and Jacob. It beseems us not to associate aught with Allah. This is by Allah's grace upon us and on mankind, but most people give not thanks. O my 2 fellow prisoners, are sundry lords better, or Allah, the One, the Supreme? You serve not beside him, but names which you have named, you and your fathers. Allah has sent down no authority for them. Judgment is only Allah's. He has commanded that you serve none but him. This is the right religion, but most people know not. O my 2 fellow prisoners, as for one of you, he will serve wine for his Lord to drink, and as for the other, he will be crucified, so that the birds will eat from his head. The matter is decreed concerning which you inquired. And he said to him who he knew would be delivered of the 2, remember me with thy Lord. But the devil caused him to forget mentioning it to his Lord. So he remained in the prison a few years.
Part 12, Surah 12, Joseph, Section 6, pardon me, the king's vision interpreted by Joseph, ayat 43 through 49. And the king said, I have seen 7 fat kine, which 7 lean ones devoured, and 7 green airs, and 7 others dry. O chiefs, explain to me my dream, if you can interpret the dream. They said, confused dreams, and we know not the interpretation of dreams. And of the 2 he had found deliverance, and remembered after a long time said, I will inform you of its interpretation, so send me. Joseph, O truthful one, explain to us 7 fat kine, which 7 lean ones devoured, and 7 green airs, and 7 others dry, that I may go back to the people so that they may know. He said, you shall sow for 7 years as usual. Then that which you reap, leave it in its air, except a little which you will eat, which you eat. Then after that will come 7 years of hardship, which will eat away all you have beforehand stored for them, except a little which you preserved. Then after that will come a year in which people will have rain, and in which they will press grapes.
Part 12, Surah 12, Joseph. Section 7, Joseph cleared of the charges. Ayats 50 through 52. And the king said, bring him to me. So when the messenger came to him, he said, go back to thy Lord and ask him, what is the case of the women who cut their hands? Surely my Lord knows their device. The king said, what was your affair when you sought to seduce Joseph? They said, Holy Allah, we knew of no evil on his part. The chief's wife said, now has the truth become manifest? I sought to seduce him, and he is surely of the truthful. This is that he might know that I have not been unfaithful to him in secret, and that Allah guides not the device of the unfaithful. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Surely Allah's word speaks the truth.
Allahu Akbar. All praise is due to Allah for the divinely guided journey through the Holy Qur'an. We are grateful to Allah for each and everyone logging into this sacred space for the recitation of the revealed word of Allah. We are grateful to Allah for each reader lending their gift of voice in this sacred space. We will close out in prayer, after which we will have brief announcements. All praise is due to Allah. Attention, prayer. Our Lord, punish us not if we forget or make a mistake. Our Lord, do not lay on us a burden as thou didst lay on those before us. Our Lord, impose not on us afflictions which we have not the strength to bear, and pardon us, and grant us protection, and have mercy on us. Thou art our patron, so grant us victory over the disbelieving people. O Allah, you are the most forgiving, and you love forgiveness, so forgive us. Surah 113, Falak, the dawn. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. Say, I seek refuge in the Lord of the dawn, from the evil of that which He has created, and from the evil of intense darkness when it comes, and from the evil of those who cast evil suggestions and firm resolutions, and from the evil of the envier when he envies. Surah 114, Al-Nas, the men. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. Say, I seek refuge in the Lord of men, the King of men, God of men, from the evil of the whispering of the slinking devil, who whispers into the hearts of men from among the jinn and the men. Allah, there is no God but He, the ever-living, the self-sufficient, the self-subsisting, by whom all subsist. Slumber overtakes Him not, nor sleep. To Him belongs whatever is in the heavens and whatever is in the earth. Who is He that can intercede? Mission. He knows what is before them and what is behind them, and they encompass nothing of His knowledge except what He pleases. His knowledge extends over the heavens and the earth, and the preservation of them both tires Him not, and He is the Most High, the Great. Nothing deserves to be worshipped except Allah. He is one and has no associate. His is the kingdom, and for Him is praise, and He has power over all things. O Allah, there is none who can withhold what Thou grantest, and there is none who can give what Thou withholdest, and greatness does not benefit any possessor of greatness as against Thee. O Allah, we beseech Thee for help and seek Thy protection, and believe in Thee and rely on Thee and extol Thee, and are thankful to Thee and are not ungrateful to Thee, and we declare ourselves clear of and forsake him who disobeys Thee. O Allah, Thee do we serve, and for Thee do we pray and prostrate ourselves, and to Thee do we betake ourselves, and to obey Thee we are quick, and Thy mercy do we hope for, and Thy punishment do we fear, for Thy punishment overtakes the unbelievers. O Allah, guide us among those whom Thou hast guided, and preserve us among those whom Thou hast preserved, and befriend us among those whom Thou hast befriended, and bless us in what Thou hast granted, and save us from the evil of what Thou hast ordered. For Thou dost order, and no order is given against Thy order. Surely He is not disgraced whom Thou befriendest. Blessed art Thou, our Lord, and highly exalted. O Allah, we seek Thy refuge from anxiety and grief, and we seek Thy refuge from lack of strength and laziness, and we seek Thy refuge from cowardness and ungodliness, and we seek Thy refuge from being overpowered by debt and the oppression of men. O Allah, suffice Thou us with what is lawful to keep us away from what is prohibited, and with Thy grace make us free from want of what is besides Thee. O Allah, continue to bless the Holy Qur'an 30 and 30 Qur'anic reading podcast. Bless those who desire to be here on the call and are unable to do so. Bless each and everyone present, individually and collectively, and the families that we represent by being present. Continue to provide sustenance, healing, guidance, comfort, protection, and the light of understanding. O Allah, we beseech Your help and ask Your mercy, for we believe in You and trust in You for all that we need. We are helpers in your cause. With your apostle, please grant us success. I mean. All praise is due to Allah. Once again, thank you for sharing in this sacred space for the recitation of the revealed word of Allah. We began the call this morning, 5:30 a.m. Eastern Standard, with the lecture delivered by the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, Message to Black Journalists. It is a lecture that contains questions and answers. Praise be to Allah. Inshallah, tomorrow morning, 5:30 a.m. Eastern Standard. We'll be right back here with another lecture or a music mix, followed at 6 a.m. by the reading of the Holy Qur'an from installment number 37. We are in the third year, moving toward the fourth year. Allah has blessed us to read the revealed word consecutively. We are truly grateful. We'll be reading part 13. Part 13 begins with Surah 12, Ayat 53, and goes all the way through to Surah 15, Ayat 1. Continue to invite others to join in the sacred space for the recitation of the revealed word of Allah. Look for us everywhere on social media, the Holy Qur'an, 30 and 30, Qur'anic Read and Podcast. Once again, join us tomorrow, inshallah, 5:30 a.m. Eastern Standard, for another lecture or a music mix, followed at 6 a.m. by the reading of the Holy Qur'an from installment number 37. We'll be reading part 13. Part 13 begins with Surah 12, Ayat 53. It goes all the way through to Surah 15.
Join the Holy Guided Journey through the Holy Qur'an, 30 and 30 Qur'anic Read and Podcast on free conference call each and every day at 5:30 a.m. Eastern Standard for prayer, a music mix, or a lecture, followed at 6 a.m. by the reading of the Holy Qur'an. Dial in to 667-930-8531. The access code is 756-3030. Or download Free Conference Call, the app, and go in by way of podcast. The online meeting ID is Ramadan HQ30. If you desire to listen to today's reading, playback is 605-313-4102. The access code is 756-3030. If you desire to listen to previous readings, previous presentations, or messages delivered on the platform, go in again by way of podcast. The online meeting ID is Ramadan HQ30. If you feel you have a gift or a talent to help out behind the scenes, reach out to the Holy Qur'an 30 and 30 Qur'anic Read and Podcast at 718-715-8344.
All praise is due to Allah. Once again, thank you for sharing in this divinely guided journey through the Holy Qur'an. Enjoy your day, family. Stay safe. Assalamu alaikum.